You can export scheduling information from the scheduler to either AEC Software's Fast Track scheduling package or to a spreadsheet like Microsoft's Excel. Reasons you might want to export scheduling data include: you need more bells and whistles than we provide when generating Gantt charts. For example, Fast Track allows you to add milestones, notes, tasks, and graphics to their Gantt chart. You need a calendar-style presentation. The scheduler only generates a Gantt chart view. Fast Track also produces a calendar-style view. You want to create additional reports than the scheduler provides, or you wish to resequence and manipulate scheduling data via a spreadsheet. To export Gantt chart data, go to the Gantt chart that you want to export, Job Gantt tab in our example. Right-click anywhere on the tab and select Export from the pop-up menu. If you want to export to Fast Track, choose Fast Track tab-separated Simple Text from the Type Pick box. If you want to export to a spreadsheet like Excel, choose Spreadsheet comma-separated Simple Text from the Type Pick box. Choose the destination folder and enter a valid file name and click the Save button. Next, the scheduler displays the Export Gantt Chart dialog box. Use this dialog box to customize the export to Fast Track or Excel. The most important choice is identifying the columns you want to export. For an in-depth explanation on all of the options, refer to Chapter 16 of the Scheduler User's Guide. If you export to a spreadsheet, navigate to the export file and double-click the file. If you use the default file type of CSV, double-clicking the file should open it in Excel. If you haven't associated the file type CSV with Excel, you can right-mouse-click the file and choose the Open With menu command and choose Excel. The export file mirrors the Job Gantt hierarchy by indenting subordinate levels in the description column. In our example, we can see that job number 161, Unity Healthcare, Rossville, has job item 1, Unity Healthcare Rossville underneath it, and multiple work orders under it, with departments underneath each work order. The hierarchy is repeated for the entire Job Gantt that we exported. Column data is based on the columns that you chose from the Export Gantt Chart dialog box. If you export a file to Fast Track, we recommend that you study the Fast Track tutorials and help files before attempting to import the Gantt chart. You'll find their tutorials under their Help menu. Focus on opening and closing files, basic navigation, creating new columns, positioning columns, and printing. Once you've gained a basic understanding of how Fast Track works, we recommend setting up a Job Gantt template to speed the import process. To set up a Fast Track Job Gantt template, first determine the scheduler columns that you want to export to Fast Track. As mentioned earlier, this is done when you actually export the Gantt chart from the Job Gantt tab. Once you have determined what columns are in the export file, right-click the Finish Date column and select Insert. Select the predefined Fast Track columns from the Insert Column dialog box and add them to the scheduled view layout. Use the Control key to select multiple columns at the same time. Click the OK button once you've selected all of the predefined Fast Track columns. Order the columns left to right in the same sequence that the columns are listed in the Scheduler Export Gantt Chart dialog box. To move a column, position your mouse over the column name and holding down your left mouse button, drag the column to the correct position in the grid. Right mouse click the activity name column and select Lock. This will allow you to scroll all of the columns to the right of activity name, left and right, making it easier to work with the grid. Right mouse click the actual finish date column and select Insert Column. At this point, add the Fast Track custom columns to the job Gantt template. Rename the custom columns by right-mouse clicking the custom column name and selecting Format from the pop-up menu. For example, rename the Cost 1 column to Sell Price. Sequence the custom columns so they match the scheduler's Export Job Gantt dialog box. It is critical that the sequence in Fast Track matches the sequence of columns in the export file. If they don't, the import will fail. Go to the File menu and select Save As Template. This displays the Save As dialog box. Give the template a name and click OK. Go to the File menu and select Close. This closes the job Gantt template. Now you have a Fast Track template that defines the columns from the job Gantt chart. You'll use this over and over to speed importing. We recommend setting up a template that has the maximum number of columns you want to work with in Fast Track. It's easy to hide columns that you don't want to print all the time. As you'll see in a moment, once you've set up a Fast Track template, importing data from the ShopPack scheduler is fast and easy. To import scheduling information into Fast Track, go to the File menu, select Open, and select the job Gantt template you just created. Once it's open, go to the File menu and select Save As to create a new file based on the template. Never import directly into the template. Always make a fresh copy of it and import into the Save As file. This will be the file that we'll import into. If you accidentally import into the template, simply delete the data rows from the template and save it. Go to the File menu, select Import, and then Data. This displays the Import Data dialog box. Inside the upper section labeled Source, select File, and click Browse to locate the scheduler export file you want to import. In the lower section, labeled Options, the following options should always be set. 1. Values separated with tabs. 2. Locate multiple bars on same alignment grid. And 3. Import settings. Only check Optimize Outline Levels. The only option that may change is the number of activity levels. This should correspond with the Export Job Gantt dialog box levels 1, 2, 3, or 4. In our example, since we are importing a job Gantt with 4 distinct levels, we choose 4. Click OK when you are finished. This imports the scheduler export file into Fast Track according to the Import Data import settings. Once you've imported the data, you can add additional tasks, milestones, graphics, and notes to the Gantt chart. You can hide subordinate rows by clicking on the Expand Collapse triangle. You can hide or add additional columns and print them according to your needs. Please refer to the Fast Track tutorials for information on how to complete these tasks. Exporting and then importing a department or employee Gantt into Fast Track is similar to the steps for exporting and importing a job Gantt. The only difference really is you go to the department or employee Gantt chart and select Export from their pop-up menu. As far as Fast Track is concerned, simply follow the same steps for building an import template, and the steps for actually importing the exported Gantt chart.